redwood jewelry boxes made from a redwood fence board that I glued together. So I'll make a couple of cool little jewelry boxes from these. And then I have a handful of walnut napkin holders that need to be sanded down, rounded off, and oiled up. So that's the plan for tonight, guys. Nothing too fancy, dude. Just a chill shop stream. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Scuba Steve, what's up, man? Kevin, what's up?
Scuba Steve, I found your YouTube and I subscribed to it last night. It's pretty good. I like it. Yo, thank you, Scuba Steve and Kevin. Hell yeah, dude! I'm glad you're making that box, dude. I can't wait to see some photos of it. Throw the photos in the community tab, man. We'll check them out. Excited for you. What kind of wood you end up using?
Nice.
The cedar fence picket bandsaw boxes, they're gonna take off, dude. I don't know how you would do it with a jigsaw, like how you would get the back cut off. I guess you could. Let me see what my dog's barking. I guess you could just come at it from different angles. You can probably do it. What are you barking at, dude? There's nothing out here. What are you barking at? You don't know, do you?
He's just barking. He's barking at the wind, dude. Oh. I gotta go see what he's barking at. Dude, what is it? What is it, man? Nothing, bro. Calm down, bud. Calm down, dog.
Might be able to do it with the jigsaw. I would just be concerned about cutting the back off, so make sure that your blade can reach, and then just maybe cut the back off like that. It's doable. I think it's doable. It's not going to be as easy. But it's probably doable.
Oh, this redwood's looking nice, dude. Looking very nice. Hell yeah. We're going to switch grits right now. While we're switching grits, this is a little message from our sponsor. Subscribe. 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 Alright. Get that out of the way. Looking for the 180. There it is. Alright. Dang, Dan, that sucks. Good time to get out in the shop, though.
If you're just now tuning in, tonight we are making some jewelry boxes out of upcycled redwood fence boards. And then we got some walnut napkin holders to complete. Harry, what's up, man?
Drawer pulls for these. we go.
Oh, what up, Sam? I hope you're enjoying that thing.
Rob, what's up? Welcome back. No. Not it, dude. That is not it. Yo, what up, Rickert? How you doing? Welcome. I'm just gonna head over to the bandsaw for a second. I'm not liking this shape for that, so I'm gonna try to reshape this a little bit. Maybe that one. Maybe walnut. No. This one? No. This one. Okay, I got some other little ones cut out here.
Yeah, I think you should, dude. They're super fun to build, but I will warn you that once you build one, it might take over your whole shop and your whole shop time and your brain. You'll just be thinking about making them. Oh, you hit 500, dude? Hell yeah, bro. Congratulations. It's quite the grind to 500. I just did. I'm at like I think I'm at 540 or something. It was a very long grind. Yeah, that's also a long grind. Sam, if you're still in here, dude, I just sharpened my chisels the other night. So next time you come over, we are going to be chiseling the shit out of stuff. Oh, I broke that one. Oh, well. There we go. Right on, Ricker. I'll see you next time, dude. Thanks for stopping in, and I can't wait to see your box that you build. For what I have on my agenda, Rob, is on my agenda. I have one. I want to reinforce this table, and then put legs on it there, and then cut it out and make like an L-shaped desk to work from, because I think I'd be able to flow a little better. And then I want to build a rack back here to hang all my clamps on. And then I want to build a drawer underneath of it to put all my chisels and like shit that I'm always reaching for. I still have to build a shelf / coat rack thing for the mudroom for my wife. I've been procrastinating that for a month now. I have the wood for it. And then I'd like to build a little tool chest that goes on my desk over there. And then also I want to make a little caddy for all my glues. So I have a lot of projects in mind, but I always seem to end up coming in here and doing these and making a box, dude.
Nice. That's a way better one.
All right, Rob, I'll see you later, man. And yeah, I procrastinate like stuff, but it's not that I do it out of laziness, because I'm still doing other stuff. I don't know why I do it though. Yo, thanks, man. Yeah, your boxes are looking good there too, Harry. You're getting your own style going on, and they look sick, dude. For these drawer pulls, I wanted to go more subtle, dude. I don't want to like take away from the redwood at all. So I'm just going to go very simple little drawer pulls on this one. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Valentine's one was cool, dude.
You better give her that box, dude. You know what I mean? All right, so now we got some little drawer pulls for these. Cool little redwood boxes. I'm gonna set these aside till the end of the night when we're gonna stain, and I'm gonna get to working on these. Napkin holders. So we've got six napkin holders. Just a quick little cleanup there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like that. That one ended up looking really, really good with that butcher block oil. So I think I'm going to end up using the butcher block oil more often. Now we got a whole bunch of sanding to do, guys. Wait, I gotta take these to the belt sander first and get them through there. What's up, everybody?
So I'm just going to get all these napkin holders sanded down, and then we can oil them along with these redwood jewelry boxes we made from a redwood fence board. So once we get all these walnut holders sanded down, then we can go ahead and go through and oil everything here. And it should look good, so stay tuned. I did a little bit, I rounded this one off on there, and I don't necessarily like the way it came out, so I'm going to just round off the rest of these a tiny bit with the orbital sander. I think I like the look of that a little better.
Gonna just rest the hand for a second.
Hey, if you're just now tuning in, welcome to the channel. This is Cobb Mountain Woodworks nightly woodshop stream. My name is Vance. I'm your host. Tonight we are going to be completing these redwood jewelry boxes made from actually redwood fence boards. So we'll be finishing these off tonight. I just got to get through sanding all these walnut napkin holders, and then we can start staining stuff, dude. And then I want to do another glue up to get ready for tomorrow. That's what's happening.
What's happening, everybody? Just
sanded down some napkin holders, walnut, and then we're gonna oil these. We're gonna oil those boxes. That's what's happening. Who we got here? Raul, what's up, man?
Gonna go ahead and hit it with 120 grit. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whittle and Weld, what's up? Just a little Sunday night chilling on the shop stream, dude. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, Gene, thanks for coming in again, man. It's good to see you. Have a good night.
Ah. Yeah, thanks, Rhea, sending the rose. Appreciate it. Let's get to 180. Looking for the 180. There it is. Okay. Just a quick with the 180, dude. Just on the sides, really.
Yeah, all right, guys. Let's switch gears here and get ready to oil these down. And so I kind of want to see what the redwood looks like with a tongue oil finish. And I know these look good with a tongue oil finish. So we're going to go tongue oil tonight. And that's T-U-N-G oil, not like tongue oil. So I always like to make a little surface here, get a clean surface there, and then get a clean surface over here. That'll do. And I need to get some of these ready for the wiping. We need a dust one. I do have an additional tongue oil because that one's almost out, so let's get right in there with this guy. So this was a redwood fence board when we started. Glued it together into one big chunk and cut it into this box here. Now we're going to hit it with a tongue oil, see how it looks. Oh, gloves. Don't forget the gloves. Yeah, this redwood is very, very thirsty wood, dude. Very, very thirsty wood. That's all she wrote for that one. Is that redwood with the tongue oil? was a good weekend for me, guys. That was a good weekend for you. Barely left the house, did a lot of work in the shop. I did get into town once, though, do a couple things. But yeah, it's like sometimes, man, on the weekend, I don't really want to necessarily like leave the property, dude. I just want to be chilling. Oh shit. We have a fucking huge tongue oil spill over here now. Okay. This is a redwood box with the tongue oil finish. And I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the tongue oil on the redwood, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the napkin holders in the tongue oil, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a different oil on the redwood. Now, tongue oil on walnut, that's fucking beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh yeah, dude. That looks killer, dude. It's one of those walnut napkin holders. I didn't really mean to get into making napkin holders. It's just that one time my wife, she asked me to make her a napkin holder, and so I did. And then people wanted that, so ever since I've just been making these napkin holders. That looks good. That is a good looking piece of wood, man. So here, get another one. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Beautiful. There's another little walnut napkin holder. Guys, if you're a woodworker, I think that these are a good thing to do. They're not super complicated. It is a little bit of time sanding, but they're not super complicated to make. If you use a nice wood like walnut, they look fantastic. And it gives you something to put up at your booth or whatever. It's like a little bit lower ticket item, you know. But still beautiful. So, you know, if somebody doesn't want to drop $100 on your other pieces, maybe they'll want to drop $20 on a walnut napkin holder. Who is that? Gustavo, what's up, man? Welcome to the shop. This is Cobb Mountain Woodworks. I'm your host. My name is Vance. Oh, I just now saw that. Scuba Steve, I just now saw that, dude. Hey! Oh, are you talking about making the napkin holders? Yeah, dude, if you can get like a good wood and you can knock out some of these. Like I could tell that that last show that I did, all I brought was kind of like pricey, like expensive pieces. And I could tell there was people that they wanted to support, but they also didn't want to drop $100 or whatever. And I sold some of my shelves that I make. Like I make these geometric shelves, and those sold really well. For in like the $30 to $40 range. I'll make the shelves this coming up week, dude. I think I have the wood for it. I can rip down that big piece of pine and make the shelves, I think. But the geometric shelves are a good seller. People like them. You like build a French cleat into it, and then you include some, drywall anchors or whatever. People like that. So they don't have to go buy their own drywall anchors for the thing. It comes included. I just like tape it all together in the back. We'll make those. We'll make one of these this coming up week. But I think I focused strong at that last show. Yeah, and the thing is, dude, is like, it just depends on your market. Like maybe your prices are too high, or maybe they're not. It's just hard to say. But like, you also have to get paid, dude. Like you can't like make a bunch of stuff and take it and pay for your table fee and do all that stuff and then just give it away. You know, you got to be able to support yourself. You know, at least support the hobby. So. The people that cringe and hyperventilate at the price, they weren't your customers for that item. You know what I mean? But maybe they would have been your customers for something else. But yeah, cutting boards. It's like I did a big old cutting board, and it was like in order for me to feel good about it, I would have had to sell it at $150. Like that's how much work that I'd put into that cutting board. But then I ended up giving it to somebody for Christmas, and that actually felt really good to give somebody such a badass thing for free, you know. So but yeah, that's what these will be. These will be those little, you know, for the people that they want to support your craft, but they don't want to drop more than like 20-30 bucks or whatever. You can just make them cool little things like this. And these are fucking fantastic looking, dude. Like killer walnut grain. Just badass pieces of wood. Yeah, totally. You know? Yeah, Kevin, that's the thing, dude. That's the addiction. That's what I was saying about doing the bandsaw boxes too. It's like I did a couple bandsaw boxes, and next thing I know, like a month went by, and I got like 40 bandsaw boxes in my house, dude. You know, so they're addicting. Woodworking itself is, dude, because there's just something like there's something about it. You're making something that's gonna last a lifetime, dude. You know, like you're making something badass out of a natural material. It's gonna last for a long time. That people are gonna get joy out of getting it. So yeah, dude, there's a lot to love about woodworking. Plus, you know, there's the chillness. You know, the chill mental de-stress of it for me. Like if I come out here and do woodworking after work, which I do every night, like it de-stresses me, dude. Keeps my hands busy, keeps me doing something, you know, and I don't know. I absolutely love woodworking. Love it. Here we go. That's the 6 walnut napkin holders. We'll probably throw them on the Etsy for like, the last one I put on the Etsy was like 40 bucks, and then after shipping and Etsy fees, I made like 20 bucks. So I might list them at 25 and have the person pay the shipping. I only make boards now if they are requested. Some geometric ones I've made took way longer than a realistic part. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Those if you're talking about those like those cut and then glue and then cut and then glue and then cut and then glue cutting boards that with the sick patterns, it's almost like you got to sell those things for like fucking $500 or whatever in order to make it worth it. But they are fun, yeah. Yeah, just being in the shop doing something is definitely super relaxing. And yeah, dude, it's worth it. And you know, maybe you'll sell some pieces, and that's kind of where I'm at now, dude, is I've like put a lot into what I'm doing. And so like I kind of need to like sell some pieces in order to go visit the walnut guy and get some more walnut, dude. That's where I'm at with it. And we're gonna try this second redwood box with a Danish oil. By the way, I got some stuff up on. I put some more stuff on my Etsy today, guys. If you want to check that out, it's Cobb Mountain Woodworks on Etsy. There's a link in my profile on here. I threw some bandsaw boxes up there. But I did notice that there was a Saturday's Farmers Market nearby me, and I'm going to check that out. I'm not stoked. This started to come open right here, dude. We're gonna have to like reverse here. throw it in reverse. Drop some CA in there and reclamp this, dude. We're gonna have to let that sit for a second, but I think I'm gonna try the black walnut Danish oil on the redwood, dude. So I'm gonna start on the drawer, and if I don't like it that much, then it'll just be on the drawer, and the drawer will be a different tint than everything else. Oh no, that's fucking fine, bro. That hella brings out the grain. Tim, what's up, man? Tim just sneaking in. I'm not quite sure what I expected the audience would be when I started live streaming, but I'm pretty stoked that it ended up just being a lot of woodworkers hanging out, dude. Day was good, man. Day was good. Got a lot done. Even got a nap in too. Not a bad day at all. Knocked out 6 napkin holders. Experimenting with a redwood fence board for these boxes, and the difference between the redwood and the cedar is that the cedar was way easier to glue up, and the redwood is not. Like, it keeps like delaminating, dude. I don't know, it looks all right on the redwood grain, but I think I might swap over for the rest of the body to the lighter colored Danish oil. That'll look dope, I think. I really want to wear gloves on the belt sander, but I got to take this thing to the belt sander real quick, guys. Had to fix that crack.
Nicole, what's up? Welcome.
Welcome.
I want to take this over to the belt sander real quick, guys. Fix this like little crack that we had to glue there. Alright, that's fine. It's good. It's good, it's good. Oh, I don't need all this.
I don't need all this to oil up everything. Alright guys, let's we'll hit the body with the golden oak Danish oil. And the drawer we hit with the black walnut Danish oil. So let's check it out. Ugh. That's all right. Still experimenting with this redwood. So that doesn't look too bad. It's no walnut, dude, that's for sure. Give me 1 sec, guys. Had to go investigate. My dog was making a deep-throated growl that sounded pretty serious, but I don't think it was. Might have been the chupacabra. All right, let's see how that ends up looking. Not too shabby. Not exactly my cup of tea, but it was a worthy experiment, dude. We'll show the TikTok people. That's all right. That's okay. So tonight we did this redwood box, which I actually like a lot better with just the Toma oil. We did the one I just showed you. And then we did six of these redwood, or not, excuse me, 6 of these walnut napkin holders, which ended up looking pretty dope. I think I'm going to get a glue up ready for tomorrow. Dispose of these. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to dispose of these oily napkins properly, dude. Yeah, are you talking about this one? Yeah, I'm not super pumped on this one, dude. Somebody might like it. Just because I don't necessarily like it doesn't mean somebody might like it, but yeah, I don't like the color on it. It's okay. Still experimenting with that wood. I'm gonna make a cedar glue up now to get ready for tomorrow. So here it is. Cedar, dude.
Yo, hi, welcome.
There should be enough clamps for this. Trying to get some cedar glue. I have a redwood glue up going on over there. I'm not super pumped on how the redwood's looking in the bandsaw box, dude. I might end up using the redwood for planters or something. Cedar seems to look way cooler. Give it another shot though. Your redwood napkin holders? Okay, perhaps. Just kind of like, I don't think the wood looks super good stained or oiled or whatever. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'll make one out of it. We'll see how it looks, but keep experimenting with that wood. Yeah, but like I said, at the very least, it's really good for making planters because it resists rot and bugs pretty well. It was a good experiment, dude. I don't know. The first box doesn't look too bad. The second one with the two-tone, I've done better. Cedar seems to glue up a lot easier than the redwood too. It doesn't like delaminate as much. It looks better when you oil it. It smells better when you're cutting it. Cedar might be the winner here, dude. Although I think if you were building a fence, you'd probably want to use redwood. They both are good for planters, though. Cedar's a good wood for planters. There we have it. Time for some clamps. Let's do this one. That's pretty good. So spring clamp and they rolling a bolt through it for more pressure. Huh. I'm trying to picture what you're talking about. Like it had a bolt for extra tightening, like you tightened a bolt down or something. Might as well put this last one on, dude. Okay. That is clamped pretty good. Well, guys, I'm gonna hit it, man. I'm gonna hit the rack. I gotta get up early, go to the day job tomorrow. Weekend is over. But I will be back tomorrow night to work on stuff. Keep grinding. Keep grinding the wood shop. Thanks everybody for coming out. Appreciate you. All the regulars in the chat, dude. Love seeing you guys out here, dude. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Have a good night. Stay out of trouble. See you later. Later, guys.